Welcome to the 40 Ounce Podcast
with Steve and Joe. Here are your hosts, Steve and Joe.
Hey everyone, my name is Steve,
This is Joe.
and this is the 40 Ounce Podcast.
Oh no, mine wouldn't. Oh, there it goes. Oh, I screwed it up that time.
Yeah, me too. Joe, there's something I want to talk to you about,
Okay.
and I didn't want to bring this up on the air, but
What?
it's the only time
It's the first thing-
it's the only time I get you alone.
We were alone upstairs for half an
um,
hour.
Joe, I think we need to talk about. You drink a lot. I think you might have a drinking problem.
What are you talking about?
Glug 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 glug. Ah. Hey everyone.
Oh,
Welcome
yeah.
back to the 40 Ounce Podcast.
Welcome back to that.
Yeah,
That must be fun
burp,
for
That
you.
was nice.
So you want to like talk?
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't think of anything.
Big news. It's sort of current events, but I just want to talk about it because obviously, if you've been a real listener, you know that we here at the 40 Ounce Podcast are really big fans of gambling and the lottery.
The scratch-offs.
The scratch-offs
specifically?
especially. But in the news right now and in everyone... in
Oh,
the
you're talking
public's
about
mind-
how I won $5 last week.
Nope, not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking
On a
about
$1 ticket.
is the Mega Millions jackpot.
Oh, right, yes.
It's currently $540 million.
Largest ever in North America. And
is-
I'm sure you have stuff because you brought it up. But when I went to buy these 40s,
Uh-huh.
the place was packed
Mm-hmm.
with people getting Mega Millions tickets. And I had to get in line because I wanted to use my winnings from last week to pay for this or to
Right.
pay down the cost of it anyway.
Yeah.
So I had to wait in line for like 10 minutes behind all these people turning in their Mega Millions.
Right, I'm going to be doing
And
that
just
later.
to like hand the guy a card, be like, can I just cash this?
I won the lottery.
I mean, but I'm going to win $5 more than almost everyone or everyone.
Well,
there.
how does it work? Is it like you get a certain amount if you get any numbers right, or is it like you need to match every number to win
I
anything?
don't know. I'm
Yeah.
a scratch-off guy.
Right, I have no idea how
Out of my
real lottery
purview.
actually works. I'm excited to play, though. I intend to buy a few tickets.
Do you want to? We should do that.
Yeah, we'll
We'll
probably
go
do that
like
later,
after
yeah.
the show.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Or maybe
Yeah.
just later on, mid-shows.
Or whatever.
After the game or something.
Should we like say then pick our numbers right now?
No, because
on
I
air?
won't remember them. I don't have a pen.
Oh yeah, and also we might not. If we win, we wouldn't want people to know that it was us who won.
Yeah,
necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want anyone to know right away. Like, I had this... Alright, so I was daydreaming a lot about, like, playing the lottery, and in my daydream, I was sitting watching the drawing tomorrow with one of my roommates, Cheech, and I just imagined that, like, they call the numbers out, and I'm like... And I looked down at my... I bought 3 tickets, say, and I looked down at one of my tickets, and I won. I won the $550 million jackpot. And so, I'm like... So in my head, I say I put the winning ticket in one of the wrong tickets in my pocket,
Uh-huh.
and this is all in my daydream. And I hold up the other ticket, the third ticket, also not a winner.
Wait, were you taking a nap or were you just?
Just thinking,
Fantasizing, okay.
fantasizing, yeah. And so I hold up the not one of the non-winning tickets, and I'm like, guys, I won. And then in my daydream, Cheech, my roommate, came at me. To,
Like, right
get
away.
The ticket, like right away.
Split
And he
second
grabs
decision.
the wrong one, and then while he's like, sort of like he's got it, I like kick him in the head, and
Oh
I
my
pull out the right one, and I'm like, "You got the wrong one."
Well, then wouldn't he jump you again?
No, I kicked him in the head.
Oh, like knockout style.
Yeah. And then I'm like, "Who's next?"
That's part of the plan. That he will definitely.
in my
be knocked
mind,
out.
winning the $550 million is great, but like then there's a situation very similar to the movie. I think it's 13 Blocks,
Right.
where Bruce Willis is trying to get a confidential informant.
Right. You're just
13 blocks
too
to, like,
important
to the courthouse.
to be alive.
Right. I imagine like the two.
Yeah,
and a half
people come at
blocks.
you. That's why I was decided against doing our numbers on air, because then people would know,
Yeah, that's what
and then they
reminded
come
me of.
after you.
But that was one of my
Then you kick
daydreams.
them in the head.
My other was the press conference I would hold.
Why would you hold a press conference? Why would you let everyone in the world know that you won all this money?
They wouldn't know.
What?
Because don't you register when you buy the ticket?
No, you can
you
can
scan
win
it
it.
and register the numbers.
Yeah, but you can win anonymously.
Hmm.
And you should, because
Yeah, 'cause
you don't want people knowing you've won the lottery. People hate people who've won the lottery.
yeah, I guess. So that's what's
And
going
plus,
on
there's
now.
the whole bad luck angle
So if
from that documentary,
right.
Lost.
So if so if next week we have upgraded to a really high-end recording studio
Or like any end recording studio.
and we sound really good and we're like on NPR.
If we sound like
and,
we've had manicures,
you
know that sound.
Yeah, you know that sound that my nails.
You start talking like this.
Then I'm not going to say that's because we won the lottery. I'll say that.
But that'd be a pretty crazy
But
coincidence.
that would be something to think about for all of you listeners.
It'd make our podcast a lot more interesting.
It would make it a lot more
the lives
interesting.
of lottery winners.
It would make it.
Actually, only one of us would have won.
Yeah, but the other, like, okay, let's make a deal. If either of us wins the lottery, we keep doing the podcast in like a fancy ass recording studio.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, great, wonderful. So we're all winners here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like we're doing this as our day job till we win the lottery. Exactly.
The real talking point when one of us wins the lottery and we keep doing the podcast is, I can't believe those two guys are still drinking 40s.
Can't beat these 40s.
That's right.
Yeah. So, I had a thing. So when I left my house to come up here, they just did construction in my area,
Mm-hmm.
and they're still doing it.
All right.
But on my sidewalk, there's a new area of sidewalk where there's a new manhole. They didn't take the label, like the inventory label, off the manhole, so there's a barcode on the manhole still.
Oh, that's weird.
Do you even think that they would do that for manholes?
Well, yeah. Did they buy that manhole somewhere?
No, I mean, it seems like, those IBM commercials where it's like everything's interconnected within their lasers, and there's like every inventory is super. It's probably one of those things. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Well, everything's on an inventory system
Right,
with barcodes, so they can keep track of all. But it's manholes. Like,
Right, it's like
who's gonna steal a
right,
manhole?
and it's like, where are you sending manhole number 4 to 14B7938? Oh, that one's going right outside Joe's house.
There's like a map of all the manholes.
All the manholes,
in
and they're
DC.
trackable.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
It's really dumb. But it would have been really helpful during that. Was this in my? I didn't imagine this, right? There was like a crisis in New York a few years ago, where like due to like some.
You're not going to
wiring-
describe the plot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, are you?
No. We'll get back to that in a sec. But the manhole, like there was like some wiring thing, like manholes, like some like wires touching some like ladders that are connected to the manholes or something. But like several manholes in like downtown Manhattan were like electrified, and people like were dying because they like would step on them and get like get electrocuted.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's real or not.
That doesn't sound at all real.
I think it's real. We'll have to look that up.
Well,
The fact checkers.
Why wouldn't everyone have heard about it and talk about it?
I
all
don't
the
know.
time?
Maybe that's why I'm thinking it's not real, because I thought it was really real, and now I'm like, no, everyone would have heard about the killer manholes and like subway grates and stuff.
I mean, you want to talk about killer manholes?
Yeah,
You don't.
Yeah, I do. Let's talk about
Let's
killer
not.
manholes.
Oh, speaking of, like, you can describe your basement as your manhole.
Yeah, my
Right?
basement.
It's
more
like
of
a hole in
cave.
the
It's
ground.
more of my man cave.
No, it's a hole.
Well, okay.
A cave
if
is
you
like built
insist.
into a hillside or something, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. There's got to be earth above you to be a cave.
Wait, what?
A cave, like what a bear lives in.
I guess there has to be. No, not necessarily.
Yeah.
What if there's like a? What if it's like a? I don't know. What if? I guess maybe.
Your basement is in a hole in the ground.
Yes.
So this is your manhole.
I'm deep inside my manhole right now.
So am I. So I live in a manhole as well.
Uh-huh.
I have a basement apartment.
Yeah, I've been to your
And
manhole.
he has. This spring, have you been having any insect trouble?
Not yet, but
Not yet.
last summer I had a really bad cricket problem.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
But okay, so like
Crickets crawling in and out of my manhole.
this is my first warm weather in my basement.
Right.
And as soon as it got warm, it's not that I have a lot of bugs. It's just staggering the variety of bugs I have. I've had like it's been like Noah's Ark, like 2 of every creature, like the tiny flies and the big flies, and even like a horsefly at one point.
Wow.
Spiders,
man, yeah, they'll get around.
Cockroaches, of course, but only 2. You know, never more than 2 of anything.
Which is rare with like cockroaches.
Ants, only 2 ants though. They must have been lost.
Dude, you it might be that you might have the Noah's Ark for bugs.
Well, I mean, I'm killing them though, which is against God's will, probably.
Is it?
Yeah, bugs suck. Satan made bugs.
Did he?
To do battle with God's creatures on the surface.
Dude, that's like a universe with like a really weak pussy Satan. Go forth, my minions, and annoy the peoples of the earth.
He like brushes them off the table. Go annoy someone else.
Go forth.
Go forth away from my shit.
Go away.
Oh, and I got you know those horrible like billion legs centipede guys.
Yeah.
Got a couple of those. I don't have any daddy long legs though.
That's good.
And I was researching some of my insects, my menagerie of insects. And I came across the article for daddy long legs. Excuse me.
Yep.
And the thing I realized is like when we learned about daddy long legs as a thing when we were like really little, it was back when we had like magical children's minds. So we're like, oh, of course that thing's called a daddy long legs. But like now that I'm an adult, that's like the most whimsical name for anything. Isn't that such an awesome name? Daddy Longlegs. And it makes a lot of sense, but it's totally fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's a weird... Is that a real... Are they... Yeah, I guess I never heard of like what the real name for that insect.
Yeah, it's just some Latin
is,
nomenclature.
Right, so yeah, that's weird.
Daddy Longlegs.
How weird.
It just makes me feel like a kid every time I say it.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Fun. Yeah, with my crickets, it was only cricket. It's really only crickets here. Every once in a while, I'd get another one. Once there was a slug on the wall in the basement, which was really a little bit disconcerting.
My dad used to live down around Cleveland Park, and he had a basement that was like at head level, and there were slugs on the ceiling, so they'd get in his hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a lot of sort of managing, and now I'm all nervous about bugs again. Gotta put down. Last summer I set out cricket traps, which were like sticky plates or like sticky trays that I would put near where I thought they were coming in from. And
oh, it wasn't like bad stand-up comedy jokes that like would bring out the crickets.
What?
and then it would kill them.
Yeah, it was a lot like that.
Can you? What are those? Sorry.